And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Zach Roseman on the other microphone for game number 2 as we get you ready for the O'Fallon Panthers versus the E-Rabs of Rockford East High School here in game number 2. O'Fallon comes in at 7-5. Rockford East comes in at 2-9. This is the 16th year for O'Fallon here in this tournament. They have 0 titles, and they have a record of 24-46 in this Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Classic. Rockford East, this is their 6th year in the tournament. They also have no titles to speak of as of yet, and they are 12-8 in this tournament. O'Fallon's head coach, Brian Munoz, in his 9th year, has a record of 122 wins and 88 losses. Rockford East has the best name of any head coach in basketball. Roy Sackmaster is in his 19th year and has a record 1 game over 500. He is 270 and 269 in his career. As we say, a very good morning to Zach Roseman. How are you, sir?
I'm great. Thank you once again for having me, Todd. It's always a highlight of this particular time of year, getting to do these games with you and Matt and the other assorted folks we get up here for it. First game was a pretty fun one and kind of an intriguing matchup here in game number 2.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Game number 1, in case you didn't make it to that one, MacArthur beat Granite City 58-51. A 7-point win by MacArthur. And Zach, you watched the whole game as well as, sitting next to me and Matt while we were doing the game. And I mentioned it to Matt. It's the turnover differential, man. I mean, Granite City only committed 13 while MacArthur only committed 12. But it's the points off the turnovers. MacArthur 18 points off of those 13 Granite City turnovers, while Granite City could only muster 7 out of the 12 that MacArthur turned the ball over.
Yeah, that's been MacArthur's MO for as long as they've been, or as long as I've been around. They're very athletic, very disruptive, and they did, and they're able to capitalize very well when they are able to force those mistakes. Granite City, they didn't force a ridiculous amount of turnovers. It's not like Granite City had 20, but like you said, just capitalizing off of the opportunities that Granite City gave them, and that was the difference. And now they'll rest up and prepare for tomorrow against the winner of this game.
Yep, already have one winner in the book, so the MacArthur Generals will still be in line to defend their championship, and they will play the winner of this contest between O'Fallon and Rockford East tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Granite City's waiting on the consolation side of things, where they will get the loser of this game between O'Fallon and Rockford East. One break coming your way. When we come back, we'll pass along the starters for both of these teams. I'll have the play-by-play in the first half. Zach Roseman will have the play-by-play in the second half, and we'll do all that and more coming up for you in just a moment here on the K-Hawk Sports Network. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the K-Hawk Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Zach Roseman along with you for game number 2 of the first day of play here. And here are your starters. We'll begin with the E-Rabs of Rockford East. You will see Kamaje Kaskasen, a 6'3" senior. Will Robinson, a 5'8" sophomore. Jewel Campos Watkins, a 6' senior. Joncherion Leach, a 6' sophomore. And Marquise Goldsmith, a 6'2" sophomore. For the O'Fallon Panthers, Jaden Rush, a 6'1" senior. Will Brown Jr., who is a 6'2" senior. Zach Tebby, a 5'10" senior. Caden Saunders, a 6'4" senior. And Rennie Harris, who seems to be in his 6th year at high school. I'm just kidding. A 6'3" senior, man. Seems like I've been calling that kid's name forever.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that you see that happen quite a bit Rennie, it seems like
He's been playing varsity ball since he was a freshman.
I don't really remember. Well, his freshman year was the COVID year.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't remember. Maybe not a ton from that year, but I don't think about that year a whole lot. But 3-year starter, came kind of burst onto the scene here in this tournament with an all-tournament team performance back in 2021 as a sophomore, and him and Jaden Rush have kind of been the two main guys for O'Fallon, as we kind of figured they would be. So it'll be kind of interesting. A little interesting for Rockford East, their leading scorer, Sterling Horde, is not starting. Not sure what that is. I'm not going to speculate as to what it could be, and so we'll see if he gets entered in. A pretty good crowd on hand. Noticed that in the first game, and it doesn't look like it's really diminished a whole lot here for game number 2.
Jaden Rush, leading scorer for O'Fallon, has 181 points, averaging 16.5 a game. Rennie Harris right behind him, 10 points behind him and 10 points per game behind him as well. Harris 171 points, 15.5 per game, and Rennie is the leading rebounder for O'Fallon at 94 for Rockford. As the Zach Roseman mentioned, Horde 141 points on the year. He averages 12.8. McFadden Leach 118 points, and he averages about 10.7 per game. And Goldsmith is the leading rebounder for the E-Rabs at 87. Horde's right behind him. Well, not right behind him. He's 20 rebounds behind him at 67 on the year. Zach, you've seen O'Fallon play. You were here for the game a couple weeks ago against Collinsville. What impresses you the most about the O'Fallon Panthers?
It's going to be kind of a cliche answer, but Rush and Harris have been very good. But one player that actually had a very good showing when I saw them play Collinsville here was Armand Smith. Came off the bench, and I believe he got into double digits. I don't remember exactly how many points he had, but kind of a guy that's been a key piece so far. And it'll be kind of interesting. Rockford East will be the road team in the red uniforms, black numbers with white trim, and then black and white striping down the side. That is, for those of you who don't know, where the E-Rabs nickname comes from. Way back in the day when Rockford had just one high school, they were known as the Rabs, which is an acronym, red and black. They opened Rockford East, and they stuck an E on the front of it. So East High, red and blacks. And, there you go.
Yeah, that story's always kind of funny.
Yeah.
Just because the first time I seen Rockford East play in this tournament, I'm like, what in the world is an E-Rab? I'm sure everybody says the same thing once they see it.
Yeah. But now you all know. And looks like we're just about ready to go. O'Fallon in the home whites with gold numbers, navy blue trim.
Have the word Panthers written across the fronts of their jerseys over those gold numbers. Rockford East, they have the word East over the tops of their numbers on their jerseys. And we are underway in game number 2 of the day here at the Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament. E-Rabs win the opening tip, and here is Leach. Leach brings it up toward the top of the key. Gets double-teamed back out toward the logo, and then fires a pass over to Robinson. Robinson, he got a pass that was almost tipped to Casson, and now a turnover. And just like the first game, the second game starts with a turnover at the top of the key. Here is I thought he was going to shoot for 3, Saunders was, but he'll give it up to Will Brown Jr. He'll take the three-point shot. Rebound belongs to Rockford East, and they'll bring it back up. Here is Will Robinson. Robinson. Outside the wing, and it stays into the hands of Goldsmith. Goldsmith, 6'2". Looks a little taller than that, if you ask me.
Yeah, he's not a whole lot shorter than Saunders. He's listed at 6'4". So
there is Robinson again. Robinson tries to enter over on the left wing, can't do it. Picks up his dribble, and the ball gets knocked out of his hands, but it's picked up all the way back at the midcourt logo by Goldsmith. Goldsmith gives the ball up to Leach. Leach, he'll travel in over onto the right wing, lost the ball, a second trip down, and the E-Rabs commit their second turnover. Here is Brown. He'll go up for a shot. He'll be fouled, and Brown will go to the free throw line where he is 65.2% on the year.
Yeah, foul will be on Kamaje Kason. Okay.
Kamaje Kason.
And Brown will shoot some free throws, and we'll look to have our first points of the second game.
And there you go. From the free throw stripe is where those points will come from. 1-0 in favor of O'Fallon. Glad that you're with us here on the K-Hawk Sports Network. Game number 2 of the first 8 games of this tournament is underway. And Brown makes both. 2-0 lead for O'Fallon. Rockford East trying to bring the ball back up, looking for their first points. They've only had, well, how about 3 turnovers on their first 3 possessions? That's what Rockford East has done.
Yeah, not the ideal start.
No, not at all. Here is Rush. Rush, the leading scorer for O'Fallon, gets the ball back from Saunders. And then Rush will make his way over here onto this left wing onto the near side. Gives it back to Saunders. Saunders back out to Rush. Rush over to Harris. Rennie dribbles into the perimeter, kicks it back out. Rush for 3 from the wing. A little bit too strong. There is Saunders with the rebound. He'll kick it back outside. Here is a shot by Tebby from three-point land. That won't work. O'Fallon gets their own rebound once again off of the missed three-point shots. That was the difference in the game between Collinsville and O'Fallon earlier in the year. Every time O'Fallon took a three-point shot and missed, Collinsville got the rebound. But here, O'Fallon gets 2 rebounds off their first 2 missed three-point tries, and then the Panthers turn the ball over. E-Rabs looking for their first points of this game. They bring it on up. Here is Leach to the top of the key. He goes to Goldsmith. Into the corner, 3-point try. That one's a little short, and the rebound comes all the way out into the corner. Picked up there by Robinson. Gets it back into the hands of Watkins, and now Robinson will come out of the corner down by the O'Fallon bench, and Coach Munoz already wanting to make some player changes here as Brenton Hunter comes in off the bench and sits in front of the scorer's table, and now we're going to have a jump ball call.
Yeah, Hunter will come in. He'll take the place of Rush. And that's another turnover technically there for Rockford East.
Yeah.
So that's 4 in 2.5 minutes, not even.
Yeah, that's not a good sign if you're a Rockford fan, that's for sure. Fallon with the ball once again. Saunders all the way back over here for Rennie Harris. Bluffs the 3-point shot, steps into the perimeter, takes a shot. A little too strong. Saunders tried to go for the rebound, but a whistle ensues, and I believe we're going to have a call from number 12 against number 12. They're going to call Watkins.
I think they're going to get Saunders for the foul.
Are they? Okay.
Committed against Watkins, yeah.
Yep. So, it's still true. One number 12 to the other number 12.
Yep.
Inbound pass will be triggered here by Will Robinson. And he bounces the ball in and gets it into the hands of Leach. Leach gets trapped into the backcourt, but gets out of it with a pass back over to Robinson. Robinson across the way over to Watkins. And inside, and another almost turnover there by Rockford East. He'll bring it all the way back out, Will Leach, after he gets that long turnover, and that ball was tipped out of bounds, last touched by Will Brown.
Yeah, kind of a feeling out process here early on. Obviously, these two teams, not too familiar with each other, but probably fairly similar in terms of their play styles. So it shouldn't take too long.
Robinson gets it back out, and another turnover. That's 5 turnovers before Rockford East can even put up a point. And speaking of points, we've only had 2, and those came from the free throw line.
Yep. Rush back in. He'll take the place of Tebby.
Rennie Harris inbounds into the backcourt to Rush. Rush comes across the K-Hawk logo at midcourt. Around the horn it goes, ends up with Saunders. Saunders over to Hunter. Hunter back to Rush. Rush on the wing to the opposite wing. Here is Saunders. Cross-court pass over to Rennie Harris. Harris back out front now for Hunter. Hunter, one dribble, picks it up, gives to Rush. Jaden Rush over to Saunders. Bounce pass near the baseline to Will Brown. Back out front for Rush once again. O'Fallon in no hurry to score points. They just want to try to set something up here. Into the paint. Harris takes a shot. He's going to the free throw line for 2. And Rennie Harris, 64.6 from the charity stripe as far as his percentage goes this year. Comes in having hit 31 of 48.
Foul on Kason, and that's his second already. So we'll see movement from the Rockford East bench. Harris's first free throw good. And that is Maurice Holland in for the E-Rabs, and then that is 23, Eddie Jackson in for the Panthers.
Back to the free throw line, Rennie Harris. R-I-N-I. Rennie Harris makes both. And so far we've had 4 points scored in this game, and all 4 of them have come from the free throw line. We've had more turnovers than we've had points. Well, we've had more turnovers by Rockford East than we've had points. And now the E-Rabs trying to get on the board for the first time, but they're going to turn the ball over again on too much time in the backcourt.
Yeah, 10-second violation. Not something that the shot clock serves as a nice reminder for the referees. You know, you get it right up there. So, and going to move right along and have Harris move down a little bit to inbound the basketball.
6 turnovers now for Rockford East to start this first quarter. Here is Rush for O'Fallon. Comes across the logo. Gives it up over on the deep wing in front of the opposing bench. And now at the free throw line, nice little tip pass. Rush for 3. That one misses the mark and off of Will Brown, or excuse me, that is Leach. And out of bounds, so O'Fallon will get to keep it. The inbound pass will be triggered by Brenton Hunter. Inbound pass to Harris, immediately shoots, and there's our first field goal of this game. 6-0 in favor of O'Fallon.
And another
turnover. Tell you what, Rockford East has got to be getting pretty upset here at all these turnovers. And O'Fallon, I think they just rebounded the ball 3 straight times off of 1 shot. And now Rockford East gets a rebound, and they will not throw the ball away. Nice little save over there in the corner by Will Robinson. Then off the glass, and finally on the board are the Rockford East E-Rabs on a little bank off the glass by Jewel Campos Watkins, 6-2 in favor of O'Fallon.
Yeah, just finally able to get something going, and we'll see if that helps them get jump started.
They almost threw the ball away again.
Yeah, nearly.
Here's a 3-point shot by O'Fallon. That one travels all the way over the rim, and the rebound ticked the rim, so it is a rebound right into the hands of Goldsmith. Goldsmith gets it up to Robinson. That ball almost got picked out of his pocket by Will Brown, but E-Rabs get to keep it. Through the paint they go, off the far side of the rim, if you will, and all the way up on a football-style pass. Brown off the glass, can't get it to go. Rush puts it back up, and it finally falls.
Yeah, just getting up and down, not a ton of scoring. And, well, that one's not going to get recovered. And
Nope.
Go all the way down to the far end of the court.
2:39 left to play here in this opening quarter, game number 2. We have a timeout on the floor. It's the first timeout in this contest, and we will be back in just a moment as soon as I find out.
Yeah, I think they just stoppage as
They didn't call a timeout. Okay.
Leon Basubi and, in my opinion, probably the best name in the tournament, Mars von Widdinghoff.
Okay.
In for the E-Rabs as Tebby and Saunders come back in for O'Fallon.
Here is Tebby. Tebby gets the ball over to Saunders. Saunders into the corner for Rush. He'll launch another 3. That one's a little strong as well, but right on the other side, well, a putback try was Will Brown, but he overshot it. And the next rebound belongs to Rockford East, so they'll try to come up and see if they can trim into this 6-point lead. That's all it is, all the turnovers, and the fact that O'Fallon, or Rockford East, has turned the ball over too many times. There's another one, and O'Fallon trying to take advantage. They do, and Will Brown comes in and gives his team double digits at 10-2. Rockford East having a hard time holding on to the ball once they do get it down. Now they're going to have a hard time getting it out of the backcourt again, and they just did with 1 second to spare. Here is Babusi. Outside it goes. 3-point try. No good. Off of the hands of von Widdinghoff. And now O'Fallon comes back the other way. Here is Rush. Rush, fingertip floater, good. It's a 10-point lead now for O'Fallon. 90 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Rockford gets it up across the line. A little shovel pass over to Watkins. Watkins got trapped baseline, knocked out of bounds by Tebby, so Rockford East will get to retain possession.
Harris will come in, replacing Brown. Yeah, just not able to really get anything going, or the E-Rabs so far. I mean, just struggling to get the ball down the court.
Yeah, struggling to hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
Inbound pass comes in for Rockford East, and it goes right back into Will Robinson. Robinson into the paint. High off the glass there, no good. Rebound for O'Fallon. Here is Rush. Rush comes up the near sideline and then tries baseline, pass into the corner. Tebby for 3, and that one's a little bit too short. So Rush is shooting his 3-pointers too long, and Tebby's was too short.
Yep.
Here comes the E-Rabs once again, and Leach. Leach, under a minute to go. Gets it out on the wing, now in front of the O'Fallon bench to Robinson. Robinson will launch a big 3-pointer from there. That one's a little short as well. Robinson comes on strong, gets his own rebound, but momentum takes him out of bounds, and that's another Rockford East turnover.
Yep.
Inbound pass will come in from Rennie Harris to Jaden Rush.
Just walk the ball up
Might as well.
Save some time.
Yeah, rush to the top of the key, into the paint. Another little roller there, and he'll get that one to fall as we have 35 seconds left to play here in this first quarter, and then we have a whistle as O'Fallon knocked the inbound pass out of bounds, so we'll do it all over again. Will Robinson triggers the inbound pass and then gets the ball right back. Gets it up quickly, almost a travel in the backcourt, but it doesn't matter. There's another turnover. Trying to go around a body was Mars von Vittinghoff, and he ends up throwing a little bit too far behind that body. Here's Harris for O'Fallon. Harris stands out at midcourt, 20 seconds left. Shot clock has been turned off. Harris underhands the ball to Saunders. Back out front we'll go, and then we'll end up with Tebby with another three, and that one's good. And our first three-pointer of the game belongs to Zach Tebby. And Tebby came in having hit 14 of 33 from beyond the three-point stripe. Rockford had a wide-open basket and gets one right before the buzzer. 17-4 in favor of O'Fallon after 1 quarter of play. Quarter number 2 comes your way next on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the K-Hawk Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Zach Roseman with you for game number 2 of this tournament. Features O'Fallon taking on Rockford East after 1 quarter of play. 17-4 in favor of Rockford. And Zach, Rockford's main problem right now is turning the ball over way too many times.
Yeah, I mean, I've lost count, probably 8.
I think so, yeah.
Probably somewhere in there. In terms of turnovers, we're able to get a bucket there at the end, able to just get to, I think it was Basubi that wound up with the bucket. And you'll see if they can maybe, draw that out into some additional momentum, and they'll have the ball to start the second quarter.
Into the backcourt it goes to Will Robinson. Robinson brings it up to the top of the key, picks up his dribble, and gets it out onto the wing to Creighton. Creighton stands there with it for a while, back to Robinson at the top of the key. Robinson, crossover dribble into the paint, high off the glass, got it to go. So how about 2 straight buckets there for Rockford to get back to within 11 at least. Here is Rennie Harris. Harris for O'Fallon, hands the ball off to Rush. Rush will head back toward the midcourt logo and direct some traffic while he's going out there. Saunders out to the top for Tebby. Tebby onto the wing for Harris. Harris, he'll take his turn directing some traffic. And he'll give it up to Rush deep out on the left wing. Into the paint, underneath. Tebby backdoor, off the glass, good for 2.
Yeah, Rockford East going with a 3-2 zone look and had Tebby running the baseline, got it into the middle for Brown, and then he got it to Tebby. And that's, very well executed zone offenses.
And a loose ball picked up by O'Fallon. Here is Rush, cuts across the free throw line, gives to Harris. Harris shot, can't go, gets his own rebound, kicks it back out, turns it around, and takes care of another 2 points, 21-6 in favor of O'Fallon.
Yeah, another turnover there from the E-Ravs, kind of a scramble situation. Surprised there wasn't a call of some kind, but referees letting him play.
Yeah, they had,
don't mind.
Had the ball carrier double teamed over there in front of the scorer's bench and unable to get out of it. Here is Creighton. He'll put a little floater up. That's good for 2.
Demarius Creighton.
Demarius Creighton, 6-foot junior. 6:25 left to play here in this first half. This has been all O'Fallon so far, 21-8. Panthers have the lead. Here is Harris. He'll kick it out to Rush. Rush brings it back over to Tebby. Another 3 launch from Tebby. That was an air ball, and that'll go out of bounds, and that'll become an O'Fallon turnover. Roy Sackmaster. A little in-game tutorial going on there.
Yep, giving some instructions to Creighton, it looks like. Inbound will come into John Terrion, McFadden, Leach.
Across the line it goes to Will Robinson. Robinson almost had that ball picked off by Brown right before it got into Robinson's hands. Across the way it goes. Dribble drive by Creighton. Creighton, he's going to come off the bench. And, well, I was going to say, try to get some more points, but underneath the basket as Goldsmith went up. Goldsmith will go to the free throw line. And for Goldsmith on the year, he is shooting 52%.
Foul is on Saunders. That's his second. And Coach Muniz will go ahead and take a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout coming your way on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting CollinsvilleFoundation.com.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, game number 2 of day number 1. As O'Fallon taking on Rockford East. My name is Todd Duke. Zach Roseman on the other microphone headset there. I've already had this thing on my head for a game and a half now almost, and my ears are already hurting.
It's still very early for that.
Oh, I know. I got next game off, though. You guys, you and Mr. Clark are going to have next game, so I'll be able to give my ears a little bit of a break there.
Goldsmith makes the first one.
21-9. Goldsmith trying to get his team to double digits, and he does, 21-10. So back to the 11-point lead here for O'Fallon. Panthers bring it up. Here is Tebby. Tebby over to Saunders. Saunders gives it up to Rush. Rush caught the ball at the free throw line and came all the way back out. Now to Harris. Harris drive, tried to dunk, and that was a late whistle. Harris knew he was fouled as soon as he came down with the ball, and then the whistle blew.
But yeah, they're going to get him for a travel.
Oh, yeah, they are.
As Armand Smith comes in, a quick number change there. So thank you to Coach Muniz for informing us of that. So usually number 10, wearing number 25 for today.
Apparently he forgot his
his
home white jersey, so he had to borrow one from a teammate.
Or just borrow one from
the bag.
From the stockpile, yeah. But worked out okay for him.
Yeah. It's like, as long as I'm here, I'm good.
Yep.
There is a drive by Robinson. Robinson to the top of the key. Gets around with a pass and a three-point try. That one's no good. Rebound put back up and in by Goldsmith after the missed three-pointer by Leach. And now here is Rennie Harris. 21-12 our score. O'Fallon has a lead as we approach 5 minutes left to go here in this first half. Game number 2 of 8 we have coming up for you here today on the K-Hawk Sports Network. It's going to be a fun day. Going to be a long day, but that's what we're here for.
Yep. Subs in for O'Fallon. Those are Brenton Hunter and Eddie Jackson, replacing Brown and Tebby.
O'Fallon leading 21-12. Inbound pass for Rockford East, triggered by Robinson. And into the backcourt it goes, and here comes Leach. Leach trying to work his way around Dees. Over onto the wing it goes for Robinson. Robinson on the right wing, out to the top of the key for Leach. Leach picks up his dribble, and he'll almost throw the ball away. And now they will.
Yep.
Got to be in double digits right now on turnovers, I would think.
Pretty close anyway. Yeah. It's been a little bit better, but still some things to work on. And at the end of the day, they are only down by 9.
Yeah.
So we'll see Campos Watkins and a new player, Alonzo Lattimore, look to come in for the E-Rabs.
Here's Rush. No look pass into the corner for Harris. Harris comes back out. And a dribble drive there by Dees. Shot no good. And the rebound handled by Rockford East. And here comes Robinson. Robinson brings it up over here on the near sideline. Into the corner. Three-point try on the way. That one rattles but won't fall off of the hands of Creighton. Rebound underneath the basket. Goldsmith couldn't handle it. O'Fallon finds the handle, and they get it to Rush. Rush comes over on the right wing, just outside the lane, off the shot, and good. Rolls it in off the glass and off the rim. 23-12 in favor of O'Fallon.
Well, we highlighted it in the open. Rush and Harris with 14 of the 23 for O'Fallon between them, which isn't too unexpected of a result as
Another turnover. And here comes a Rennie Harris dunk.
You'd think.
Yeah, he's not going to.
Decided not to, as we'll have a...
oh, yeah, two Rockford players run right into each other. Both of them are holding their head. So that's not a good sign when you have two guys collide with each other and hit forehead to forehead.
And it looks like both able to get up under their own power. So we'll wish them the best, as we'll see 3 ERABs come in. As
yeah, Leach is the one who looks like he got the worst of it.
Yep. It'll be Holland, Maurice Holland, 5'11" sophomore. Campos Watkins back in, who started. And Alonzo Lattimore, another sophomore. A lot of sophomores for this ERABs team.
Yeah. That's why probably had that young turnover, and that's why they come into this contest with a record of 2-9 on the year. They're going through some growing pains.
Yeah, it doesn't help that their leading scorer hasn't played so far either.
Underneath the basket, Goldsmith takes the shot, and after a couple of bounces off the rim, that one finally falls in, 25-14. So another 11-point lead by O'Fallon. Rockford East is hanging in there.
Yeah, sorry, Todd. Goldsmith's been another one of those sophomores. He's impressed me so far.
Yeah.
Done some good things for the ERAB so far.
Harris, no-look pass off the glass, and that's good for 2 for Hunter, and that extends that lead back out to 13. Here are the ERABs trying to answer, getting double-teamed the whole way down there was Watkins, and somebody got pegged for a foul, and I believe that somebody is Jaden Rush.
Yep. Second of the quarter for the Panthers. Rush is first. Brown will come in for...
Found the hands of Watkins, and Watkins on the wing. We'll give the ball up now for, is that Lattimore? Lattimore into the game.
Yep.
On the wing for Robinson. Robinson dribbles with that left hand, in between the legs, crossover backwards, and over onto the near side wing for Holland. He'll let one go from just inside the perimeter, no good. Rush is there with the rebound. O'Fallon brings it back up. Panthers lead, 27-14, 2:10 to play here in this quarter. Shot by Rush is good, and no whistle on the other end. I thought they probably could have called a foul on Lattimore there after the bucket was made, but they decided not to. Here is Robinson. Robinson trapped into the backcourt and got out of it. O'Fallon knocked the ball out of his hands, and he went to retrieve it underneath the basket, left all alone. Goldsmith gets his team 2 points closer once again.
Yeah, Goldsmith got half of the points for the ERABs, up to 8, and he was wide open there under the basket if they could just get him the ball.
He was calling for the ball for like 3 minutes, wasn't he?
Yep. They eventually got it to him and resulted in a bucket, which is a positive result there.
O'Fallon retains their lead and the ball. Get that out of here, says Goldsmith. So not only can he score, he can also do a little blocking down low. And O'Fallon will reset their offense, reset the shot clock. 1:29 left to go on the game clock. Rush will perform the inbound. Rennie Harris comes back in, as does Tebby.
Yep.
Rush. Inbound pass all the way out to Harris. Harris gives the ball up now for Brown. Brown back over to Rush. 3-point try, no good. Rebound comes all the way out over here onto this near side wing. And Armand Smith, and a turnover by O'Fallon.
Yeah, throws it over to there to Coach Sackmaster, coach there, was a all-conference football player back in his younger days. Rockford native, Boylan Catholic High graduate. So showing the hands there, working into Goldsmith again. And
yeah, Goldsmith got that one blocked out by Harris. He'll kick it out into the corner. 3 from Robinson, no good. Falls a little bit short. And O'Fallon with the rebound. Somebody lost a shoe. Yep. Robinson lost a shoe over there.
Yeah, so he'll play defense with, this will be a little awkward for him. We'll see.
Coach could call a timeout. He's got plenty of them.
Well, O'Fallon had the ball. So
that's true.
Yeah, so just going to have to kind of let it go.
Yeah, Rush takes a shot. That one's good. And now we'll have stoppage in play, so Mr. Robinson can get his shoe back on.
One of the Rockford East assistant coaches not very happy, as Robinson will eventually, I don't think he's quite got it all the way back on. There we go.
40.7 seconds to go here in this second quarter. Robinson blew a tire, had to go get that repaired. He did so, and into the backcourt. The ERABs trying to get it over. They finally do. And a dribble drive by Watkins. That's knocked out of the way by O'Fallon, and it'll stay with Rockford. (31-16) O'Fallon. Rockford with the ball, and the inbound pass coming over in that far side corner, and then a foul right off of the bat by Will Brown against Alonzo Lattimore. Ran right into him right as the ball was arriving.
Yeah, just taking the time there to help him up. No, nothing malicious intended
No.
there. Just
No.
there's, well, another turnover for the Arabs, which probably about a dozen now.
I would think so.
You see Von Vittinghoff re-enter. He will replace Holland.
Well, first of all, the first name's cool. Mars.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. And then Von Vittinghoff.
Von Vittinghoff sounds like somebody that roamed Transylvania back in the day.
Yeah, it's, like I said, one of the
Yeah,
a lot of interesting names in the tournament. That's
all tournament team names.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
I think that's something Matt did last year.
Yeah. There's a miss on a three-point shot by Tebby. That ball is knocked out of bounds, and it'll belong to Rockford. 7.2 seconds is all they have to bring the ball up court, see if they can get this one just a little closer before halftime, and then that ball gets knocked out of bounds by O'Fallon, so we lost a second.
So for the gain of, I don't know, 15 feet.
Yeah, probably. Inbound pass comes in. Lattimore gets it across the line, and it's stolen by O'Fallon. At the buzzer from half court, Rennie Harris for three, and that one falls just a little bit short. 31-16 in favor of O'Fallon after one half of play here in game number 2, and we're going to take a break. We'll come back with the first half stats and talk about this one a little bit, and we'll do that after a timeout here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family owned and operated by former K-Hawks since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville K-Hawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948. Are you in need of a new mailbox to go with your new home? How about a new mailbox to replace your old one? Look no further than Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. From economy to custom, Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can create a mailbox that suits your needs. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes is licensed and insured. They use only high-quality materials and offer a satisfaction guarantee policy. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can also make your very own axe throwing set, hanging or standing. Whether you need that axe throwing set or a new mailbox, you need Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. For more information, get a hold of Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes at 618-680-0208 or online at needanewmailbox.com. No one likes a dirty house. It's work that almost no one wants to do. Why not get someone to do that work for you? Kara Gray with Rags to Riches Cleaning Service would love to take that task off your to-do list. Kara is a homegrown Collinsville High School graduate and the owner of Rags to Riches. From floors to ceilings, from baseboards to light fixtures, Rags to Riches can clean them all. No job is too big or too small. Call Kara Gray at Rags to Riches Cleaning Service to schedule a free estimate today at 618-979-9634 or visit Rags to Riches Cleaning Service on Facebook. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville K-Hawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from K-Hawk Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, halftime of game number 2, 31-16 in favor of the O'Fallon Panthers. And if you've been with us since the beginning of this game, you heard us talking about all the turnovers that Rockford had, and we were just a little bit off. They had 16 first half turnovers, and that turned into 17 points by O'Fallon. So roughly just a little less than half of O'Fallon's points have come off of those turnovers by Rockford East. Rockford not shooting too bad otherwise, 7 of 17 from the floor they are. However, 0 of 5 from beyond the three-point stripe. O'Fallon is 13 of 33 from the floor, and O'Fallon has taken 11 three-point shots tonight and have only made 1. Each team has been perfect from the free throw line. Rockford East 2 for 2, O'Fallon 4 for 4, and the rebound battle being won by O'Fallon by 1. O'Fallon has racked up 16 rebounds while Rockford East has 15, and we told you about the 16 turnovers for the E-Rabs. Well, O'Fallon's done a pretty good job of holding on to the ball. They only committed 3 turnovers in that first half, and I hate to say it again there, Zach Roseman, but kind of like the first game, it's the turnovers that are really telling the tale of this game and why it's 31-16.
Yeah, I mean, Granite City were able to, Granite City didn't have that many. It was just the efficiency for, good grief, the efficiency for MacArthur in being able to capitalize off of the Granite City turnovers when they happened. Now it seems like Rockford East just can't get out of their own way because, to me, my observation, it doesn't seem like O'Fallon are doing anything particularly complex or, strenuous defensively.
They're mostly unforced errors.
Yeah, it's just, if they can correct that, I mean, to, they're down by 15, but realistically, they cut those turnovers down. They're, right there. I mean, when they, when they actually manage to get shots off, they're not, they're not shooting a horrible percentage. O'Fallon just shot the ball 16 more times than Rockford East, and that's, you shoot the ball 16 more times, you make most of them, then you're going to have a pretty good margin, and that's why they do.
Well, you never want to have just as many points as you do turnovers, but that's exactly what Rockford East has. They have 16 points on the board, and they have 16 turnovers. They're going to need to change that if they want to come back and win this game.
Yes, they do.
All right, that is going to be our look at halftime. We have another break coming your way, and second half action will follow that break on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud K-Hawk alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855. Diamonds for K-Hawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today. The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at collinsvilledailynews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of K-Hawk sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at collinsvilledailynews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
Once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Zach Roseman is on the other microphone, and we are about ready for third quarter action. 31-16 in favor of O'Fallon. O'Fallon's bench, by the way, has only 2 points, while Rockford's has 4, so that's a little bit of a different outcome than I would have thought for sure. And the fast break points, though, all O'Fallon there, 10-4. In favor of the Panthers over the Rockford East E-Rabs. And here with the call of the second half of this contest is none other than Mr. Zach Roseman.
All right. So it'll be O'Fallon basketball to start the second half here, as it'll be Rennie Harris to trigger the inbound. It will come in to Rush. He'll make his way up against the man-to-man defense from the E-Rabs. Pass down on the short corner for Harrison. He puts it up and in. It's been a very effective range for Rennie Harris for pretty much his entire career. And the lead is out to 17 for the O'Fallon Panthers. Here is Watkins. He'll get it up there to Cason, and he'll get to the rim and put it up and in.
Yeah, nice little fingertip roll there. Rennie Harris can hit the hit from anywhere. Anywhere.
Yeah, it just seems like he kind of loves that, 8 to 4.
The mid-range jumper?
Yeah, kind of they say it's a lost art, but Rennie Harris does a pretty good job with it. Here is Saunders. They'll look to work it into the post, but stolen away there by the E-Rabs, and they'll get it up to Robinson. And
see if Rockford East can take advantage of a turnover.
Yep. Here is Creighton, I believe, and he'll get it to Goldsmith, and he'll pull up for 3.
Well,
got it. Marquise Goldsmith, kind of the center, but looks pretty good form there, and he's up to 11 points, I believe. Here is Saunders. He'll drive the lane. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Goldsmith. And he'll get it to Robinson, and the E-Rabs will look to continue to cut into this deficit.
Yeah, on a nice little roll here to start off with in this third quarter.
Yep. Here is Lattimore, and he'll get it to Robinson at the top of the key. Get it over to Lattimore once again.
Goldsmith.
Oh, Goldsmith, 33, not 23.
Yeah, hard to see sometimes when you're looking behind or through the backboard.
Yep. Here's Goldsmith, ball deflected, stolen away by Rush. He'll look to get it up to Saunders. A little too far in front of him. Keeps it in bounds, but finds an E-Rabs player. Here is Robinson. He'll drive the lane, get it in there to Goldsmith. Nice backdoor cut there by Cason, and that is swatted away by Harris. And it will remain E-Rabs basketball.
Rennie blocked that one as he was going up with it. Got all ball there.
Yep. Inbound coming from Robinson. And he will get it out to Campos Watkins. He'll drive the lane. Kind of a 11-foot runner, no good. And the rebound comes down to Harris. Harris will bring it up. Get out to the top of the key. Over to Saunders. Back to Harris. He'll drive the lane. Spin move. Out to the corner for Rush for 3. No good. O'Fallon cold outside shooting continuing here. Goldsmith with the rebound, and he'll get it up to the ERABS player. That is, I think, Kason. Get it in there to Goldsmith, now to Watkins. He'll put it up and in.
Watkins was surprised he got that pass.
Here is Tebby. He'll get it to Saunders, who will pull it for three in transition and get that one to fall. Not a guy that's going to shoot a ton of them, but one looked pretty good.
Yeah. Saunders coming in, only 6 of 19 from beyond the three-point stripe, so we're 7 of 20 now.
Not a horrible percentage, all things considered. Here is Robinson. He'll get it to Watkins, and now to that was one of the ERABS players, and the rebound will come back to the ERABS. It's stolen away by Brown. He'll go up and be fouled.
Yeah, Brown stepped right in front of that pass, just like a free safety would in football. Read that one the whole way.
Yep, foul is on Creighton. So Brown will shoot some free throws. Foul was on Demarius Creighton.
Brown went 2 for 2 and now misses from the free throw line here in the second half.
Smith will come in. He'll replace Saunders. And it looks like another Panther player will look to replace Brown. Makes that one. And that substitute is Brenton Hunter. Inbound pass comes in as Smith nearly stole it away, but the ERAB's able to maintain possession. Here's Watkins to Robinson and trying to get it to Goldsmith, but unsuccessful. Here now is Rush. Get it into Harris. Another mid-range. That one's no good. Rebounded by Creighton. Here is Robinson. He'll go ahead and drive the lane. Free throw line jumper. That one's off. No good.
That was well off to the left.
Yeah. Rebounded by Harris. He'll get it to Tebby. Into the corner now for Smith. He'll launch a three. That one's no good. And the rebound comes out to Harris. Nice pass in there to Smith, and he'll lay it up and in.
No look, underhand scoop pass. How about that?
Yeah. Pressure continuing to be put on by the Panthers. ERAB's able to break it. Here is Goldsmith. He'll work on the baseline in there to Kason and blocked again by Harris. That's at least 2 here. And he'll get it down to Rush, and he'll put it up and in.
Rennie Harris, a little blocking action going on here in the early moments of this third quarter.
Yeah, he didn't really have to do a whole lot. Another steal there is nearly as Tebby deflected it. We'll see some subs come in for both teams. Eddie Jackson in for the Panthers. Maurice Holland and Leon Basubi in for the ERABs. Inbound pass coming from the corner, and they'll get it into Holland. He'll survey things and go ahead and bring it across the timeline. Holland guarded closely there by Rush and knocked away by Rush, covered by Smith, and he'll get it back to Rush, and he'll go ahead and lay it up and in. Jaden Rush up to 16 points now. Lead is 20 for the Panthers, and the ERABs will look quickly.
Get the ball up again.
Yep, and it'll be another run-out layup for Rush.
That was like deja vu, man. That looked exactly like the last one.
Yep. ERABs will bring it up. Here's Basubi. He'll get it over to Holland and now to Robinson. Goldsmith will come up and set a screen for him. Robinson will launch a three.
Ooh.
That one got nothing but air. Recovered, though, by Basubi. And they'll get it to Robinson about 8 feet out. That one's no good. Goldsmith picks up the trash, cleans it up, and that will cut into the deficit. Goldsmith up to 13 points now. Here is Smith. He'll put a nice crossover dribble on. Free throw line jumper, no good. Looked pretty good, just didn't fall. And the ERABs will come back up here down by 20. Here is Robinson, guarded closely by Smith. And that one is knocked away by Smith, but he got some arm as well. And so that will be the first foul of the quarter for the Panthers.
Saunders, Brown, and Harris will check back into the game for the O'Fallon Panthers, and the ERABs making some wholesale player changes as well.
Yeah, Von Vittinghoff, Kason, and Lattimore.
Yep, Lattimore.
Yep, so 3 for 3. And it will be ERABs basketball. Inbound pass comes in to, that is Lattimore. He'll get it to Goldsmith. Or no, that's not Goldsmith, that's Cason. Now to Lattimore again. Into the corner for Creighton. Creighton will drive the lane. Shot up. No.
Splits a couple of defenders.
Yeah, nice move there and got fouled. I think that one will be on Will Brown, and it is. And we'll see Demarius Creighton shoot some free throws, which he did not do in the first half. Marquise Goldsmith was the only ERABS player to shoot free throws in the first half. Creighton's first one up and good. 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Lead down to 19. Creighton looking to cut it to 18. And he does not. Rebound by Brown, and he'll look to push. He'll get it to Smith. Smith will back it out onto the wing, kick it out to the corner for Saunders for three.
That was a beautiful pass, man. That was no look, off your hip, behind you, no look pass.
Yeah, right there. Just got it right in there. ERABS will bring it up. Here is Lattimore. He is trapped, picks up his dribble, has it deflected.
Yep.
May have gotten fouled, but Smith will go ahead and get the layup as there was no call on the play. ERABS moving quickly, and here is Demarius Creighton. He'll get it into the front court and has some space there. He'll pass it off to Lattimore. He's cut off. Back to Creighton. He'll pull it from about 18 feet out. That one's no good. Rebound by Brown, and he'll look to push again. Here is Hunter. He will pull up from about 5 feet out. That one's no good. Von Vittinghoff with the rebound.
Oh, threw it right back away to Rennie Harris.
Yep,
26-point lead now for O'Fallon.
Yep, doubling up the ERABS are the Panthers. And here is Creighton. Under a minute to go now here in this third quarter. Here is Von Vittinghoff. He dribbles it off his foot, manages to keep it in. Cason able to hold on to it.
No one can find the handle here. Jump ball called now. Possession arrow remains where it is in favor of Rockford East.
Substitute in for the Panthers. That is Eddie Jackson.
No one wanted to pick that ball up.
Yeah, just kind of, I mean, it seemed like Rockford East pretty much had it, but nobody could get a clear handle on it. Inbound pass will come from Lattimore. Cason was calling for it, but pass came too late.
Yeah.
Here is Smith. Nice pass there from Brown, and the lead out to 28. Armand Smith up to 6 points now. And here is Creighton. He'll get it to Lattimore, and he is
travel?
Carry? I didn't see a single, but turnover of some kind.
My computer screen was in my way. I couldn't see it.
Yeah, I think Creighton. We'll see. Goldsmith, Campos Watkins, and somebody else, I think. May have just been two. Anyway, shot clock turned off. 20 seconds now remaining. Smith will bring it up for the Panthers, looking to get that lead up to 30 points and give us running clock for the fourth quarter. Harris will stand out there, and he'll pass it over to Smith. 8 seconds now, crossover dribble, and deflected around, out of bounds, will remain with the Panthers. 5.2 seconds remaining.
Yeah, if you get a running clock in any games in these tournaments, this tournament specifically, it's day one. That's usually the only day you'll have a running clock.
Yep. Here is Saunders, and that one is blocked out and kind of thrown around, and that will kind of a strange ending to the third quarter.
Sure was.
We're through three. Lead for the Panthers 28 at 54-26. We'll go ahead and take a break. Be back here in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former K-Hawk Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 54-26, a 28-point lead for the O'Fallon Panthers as they look to move on and take on the defending champs and the MacArthur Generals in tomorrow's first game of the day. But we still have another quarter to go. And with that call, once again, Zach Roseman.
All right. Be Panther basketball here. Inbound will come in to Rennie Harris. He's guarded there by Goldsmith. And he'll get past him. Kick it out into the corner for, I think that was Hunter. And a scramble for the ball out of bounds, and it will remain Panther basketball. So I guess you can call that another turnover for the E-Rabs. They had 16 in the first half. Done a decent job in the third quarter limiting those, but still will probably wind up with over 20. Nice pass in there to Brown, but unable to finish. And the E-Rabs will have a rebound and look to
keep this thing from going to a running clock is what they're looking to do.
Yep. Get it out there to Watkins. He'll get it back out to Robinson. Two number threes going at each other. And the pass now to Campos Watkins. He'll drive the lane, keep going, and pass it into Goldsmith. Shot up and good. Marquise Goldsmith up to 15 points. He's mentioned earlier that he kind of impressed me, and he's got over half of the E-Rabs points, and in the absence of Sterling Hort has been the main scoring option for the E-Rabs. Here is Harris. He'll drive the lane. Kick it out there to Saunders as we'll have a blocking foul called.
Yeah, this one's going to go against Kason.
Yep. Subs in for the Panthers are Tebby and Rush. That is the third foul on Kason. Lead 54-28 in favor of O'Fallon. Inbound pass will come into Harris. He'll get right to the rim for the layup. Rennie Harris up to 14 points now. And the lead back to 28. Here is Kason. He'll go ahead and put the ball on the floor. And he is fouled. I think that'll go on Tebby. And it does.
Kason, only a 44% free throw shooter this year.
See how he looks here.
There you go.
Oh.
That'll up that percentage a little bit.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Makes that first one, he's up to 3 points now. And we'll look to make it 4 and get the lead back to 26.
Yeah, he looked pretty smooth on both of those.
Yeah, and get the E-Rabs up to the 30-point mark.
Must have had a rough start to the year at the free throw line.
Yeah, who knows. Here is Rush. He'll survey things and kick it out to Smith. He'll drive the lane. Look to get it back to Rush, but stolen away there. And here is Robinson. He'll make the pass. Try to get it to Creighton, and it is
O'Fallon's ball.
out of bounds. It'll be O'Fallon basketball. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Nice, get viewers from, all over, some of the out of the area teams, and just some casual fans of basketball here. Here is Rush. He'll drive the lane. Shot up, no good, but he is fouled. We'll see which E-Rab player they give that to, and that'll be on Kason, and that's his fourth.
Yeah.
Rush did not shoot any free throws in the first half.
78% on the regular season, comes in at 39 for 50 on the year. So he's only missed 11. Well, make that 12. See, old announcer's jinx in progress, buddy.
Yeah, it's talked about, kind of talking about that outside shooting. It seems like O'Fallon, and it kind of goes both ways. Seems like O'Fallon and Collinsville kind of have struggles with the shooting backdrops. Rush does make that second one in the respective gyms. Seems like Collinsville don't shoot it very well in the Panther Dome, and O'Fallon don't shoot it super well here. But another turnover as Harris looked to get it up, no good. Rebound will come to Goldsmith, and he'll get it to Robinson.
I don't think anyone but the O'Fallon Panthers like playing in the Panther Dome.
Nope. Here is Rush. That's not a knock on the Panther Dome.
No, not at all. It's a tough place to play.
Yeah, great venue. It's just a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And Goldsmith with another easy layup.
Well, he was standing down here all by himself the whole time O'Fallon had the ball offensively. That kind of leaves you a player short down there, doesn't it?
Yeah, but worked out for him, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Traded a bucket for a bucket.
Yeah. no net gain or loss. Here is Tebby. He'll get it over to
Call
Rush.
it a wash.
Yeah, yes. No loss, no gain. Rush will go ahead and survey things, spins around, gets it into Brown, and he kind of bowls his way forward, gets his own rebound, another shot up, and good. Will Brown up to 7 points. Lead out to 29.
Turnover.
Tebby with the steal, and then it is knocked out of bounds by the Erabs. Another turnover. That's been an issue, as we'll see Basubi come back in. He'll take the place of Creighton.
Fallon scores here. You're going to have running clock.
Yep. Work it right in there to Harris. He's double teamed.
Oh.
Tempted to get it to Brown, and he saves it. Tebby now over to Smith. Smith will drive the lane, bowl his way in, shot up,
There
and
it is.
good. And there is our running clock.
31-point lead by O'Fallon now.
It will not stop now unless there is a timeout called by one of the coaches, or hopefully we don't have this happen. We have a player get hurt. Here is Robinson, shot up no good from him. Rebounded by Harris, and he'll get it up to Rush, who went up for the dunk. And
See, he had 2 previous chances to do a dunk, and he just did the fingertip roll layup.
I don't know. Maybe it feels like, we're up 30. I'll go ahead and go for it now. Coach won't be as mad at me if I miss.
Which he did.
Which he did. Here are the Erabs and Will Robinson. He's
Like O'Fallon's going to clear their bench out here at the next opportunity.
Which, no point risking anything here. Get it out there in the corner and travel there by Basubi. As we'll see some players come in. Eddie Jackson, Brenton Hunter.
Eric Swartz Jr.
Number 20, Gavin Clausen. Probably a couple more. As mentioned, Eric Swartz. And he'll go ahead and bring the ball up.
And then Brenton Hunter checks back into the game. He was the first one off the bench in the first quarter.
Yep. Swartz will get it over there to, that is Clausen, excuse me. And a three-pointer from Swartz is up and good. So Eric Swartz gets his name under the scoring ledger. Lead out to 34 points for O'Fallon. Here is Robinson. He'll go ahead and drive the lane, kick it out to Goldsmith in the corner. He'll drive the lane, shot up from him, good. Marquise Goldsmith up to 19 points. It's hasn't been a great day for the Rockford East Erabs, but Marquise Goldsmith can feel like he's had a pretty good day. Another three-pointer from the Panthers, no good. And here come the Erabs once again. Here is Robinson. He's cut off there by Swartz, and he'll get it now to, that is Campos Watkins, and he'll throw it away.
I think that he could have stayed in bounds with that ball.
Yeah. Shot up no good, as we'll have a blocking foul.
I think Kason thought he was getting ready to tiptoe his way out of bounds, but he really wasn't as close as he thought.
And we'll see. Foul is on Leon Basubi. That's his first, third of the quarter for the Erabs, and we'll see Brenton Hunter shoot some free throws.
Hunter, 3 of 6 on the year. You do the math. That's 50%.
Makes that one, so.
Not 50%.
4-7 now, which is a more complicated number than I'm going to come up with in my head.
That's why I don't bother.
See a Erab player come off. I guess Kason's bleeding or something. I don't know. And so they'll have to bring somebody in, and it will be Alonzo Lattimore.
Well, doesn't look like he's bleeding. I don't know. Maybe he just wanted a break.
I don't know. Anyway, shot up no good there from Hunter. So maintaining that 50% average. And here is Robinson.
Easy math.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, stick to the easy stuff. As we'll have a foul there. That'll be on Hunter. And a substitute in for the Panthers is number 32, Andre Stanley. This was a late addition to when Coach Muniz came up and informed us of the Armand Smith jersey thing. He added this guy to the program, and
he said you won't call his name unless it's a blowout.
And well,
we got running clock, so that qualifies.
Yep, and he's into the game of a O'Fallon foul on Eric Swartz. And inbound comes into Lattimore. He'll survey things and keep surveying things and get it back out now to Basubi. He'll get to the lane and airball the layup, but got his own rebound and puts it up and in. 67-36 our score here. 30 seconds remaining. Panthers do not need to shoot again, so they'll probably just go ahead and work to pass the ball around unless wide open opportunity. Shot up, no good. And we'll see if the E-Rabs want to try and get a shot up for pride's sake, if nothing else. Under 10 seconds to play. Robinson will drive the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound by Stanley, and that'll go ahead and do it. Your final score in this one, 67-36 in favor of O'Fallon. They will move on to the first quarterfinal game tomorrow at 10 a.m. They will take on Decatur MacArthur, which should be a pretty interesting game. Rockford East will take on Granite City tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. in the auxiliary gym.
Coming up next, that would be Altoff taking on Mundelein. That'll be a game that Matt Clark and Zach Roseman will have for you. So we have a little bit of a break coming up while we close out this game and set up the next one. So don't you go anywhere. We got game number 3 coming up here in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.